Julie Chrisley cooked chicken and stuffing casseroles for fellow prisoners using a radiator. Savannah Chrisley has been reading letters from her imprisoned mother on her podcast, Unlocked. Julie Chrisley used what she had to make the holidays feel festive, even while in prison. Savannah Chrisley has been reading letters from her mother in a series called Prison Diaries on her Unlocked podcast, and the most recent episode included letters from Julie's first holiday season behind bars. On Tuesday, the Chrisley Knows Best alum revealed the fourth installment of the podcast segment, and read aloud notes from a few months ago. I decided to cook for Thanksgiving, Julie, 51, wrote in the first letter, dated November 23 and marking her 311th day in prison. I fought against it, but I decided to do it. She described how approximately 10 of the detainees ate together and how some of the ladies prepared sweets. Julie decided to make chicken and stuffing casseroles, which prompted Savannah to raise her eyebrows. Y'all, the 26-year-old said in the podcast in a jovial tone. I don't even know how oh God. It doesn't sound like much, but cooking anything in here is a chore, she explained before going into more detail. Julie went on to say, in the winter, we cook on radiators, and in the summer, we use hot water and a small Rubbermaid orange cooler. There is no refrigerator, no knives, and no staples except for a few spices from the commissary. We made the most of it, though, and simply sitting around a table was enjoyable. There are some wonderful women in here. We are all so different, yet prison brings you together in a way, she said. I got through another holiday. Julie concluded the first letter by saying, Christmas is coming up, and I'm not looking forward to it. Julie is currently serving a 5-year prison sentence in Lexington, Kentucky, while her husband, Todd, 54, is serving a reduced 10-year sentence in federal prison Camp Pensacola in Florida for financial crimes. Julie described in earlier letters how difficult Christmas was for her, which made Savannah emotional. Julie stated that she missed her children but asked them not to come to see her on Christmas Day. I do not want them to ever have that memory of sitting in a prison visitation room on Christmas, she said, complimenting Savannah for doing a great job making the family's holiday season feel joyous. While Savannah stated that she has been doing her best, the reality star admitted that it is still so hard to see everyone around her moving on and doing what they want to do. I think what's tough for me is how mom and dad feel like, they have that feeling that life is just continuing to move on without them, she said in the interview, expressing that she has felt as if her loved ones have been living their life without a care in the world. Todd and Julie were charged in August 2019 with 12 counts of bank and wire fraud, tax evasion, and conspiracy, all of which they deny. The pair was exonerated of a state tax evasion allegation in Georgia in October 2019, but they still face federal accusations for allegedly dodging federal taxes. Following a roughly 3-week trial that began in May 2022, the Chrisleys were sentenced to a total of 19 years in jail that November. Despite having appealed the case, they reported to prison in January 2023. Todd and Julie's prison terms were shortened in September, with the former leaving nearly 2 years before the end of his initial 12-year sentence, and the latter leaving 14 months before the end of her 7-year sentence. Their attorneys are scheduled to defend Todd and Julie's case before a Georgia judge next month, which Savannah previously stated will bring them one step closer to getting mom and dad home.